How you doing, fellas?
What's good? What's good?
Hello.
Yes, lad. What's popping?
What? We got Samuel Jackson in the house.
That Jake showing, isn't it?
Oh, come on. What that trash shirt over there, yeah.
Man's still waiting on Fuller. Oh, look, he's reached. He's
there, landed. Love that.
Nah.
The Lord's working.
You gonna show us your face? You gonna show us your face, Leon? No. Oh, he's coming through.
Trust me, fam. Let the locks flow. You see them? Where's there?
Yeah, hide that Man U bags, Jonathan. None of that today.
Bring it up closer.
Disrespect, man. Disrespect. Right, guys. Welcome to Can We Just Talk, the Gentleman's Edition. This evening, we got a special show in store for you. We're going to be looking at a couple of topics. I was going to say quite close to my heart, might be quite close to some of our hearts, but we're hoping that we can relate to you guys out there today. We have with us Jonathan Lawrence, our Can We Just Talk host. We got Samuel Jackson.
Yo.
The Samuel. We got Jono Reed. Welcome back.
Yeah. Come on, the 2.0 version, the better Jonathan. You see them right there.
We got Mr. JP, Jordan Palmer.
Walton.
And then Mr. Don Leon Buller.
Killmonger.
Killmonger. That's it. I clocked it still. Yeah.
Here we go. So guys, listen. Today we're doing a special Can We Just Talk for everyone. And we know that the girls are coming through later on. They're coming through, well, not later on tonight, but they're coming through on Saturday night. So all you guys that are watching out there, you want to listen in to the women on Saturday night. We're going to be discussing the same topics. You're going to hear it from the guys' point of view this evening. We're going to be real with you guys. And hopefully a lot of you guys watching out there will be able to relate. Then we're going to be looking at the women on Saturday night, and they're going to be looking at the exact same questions. So we're going to see if anything ties up or if people are messing around and the women are going on mad with madness. We will find out.
100%.
So straight off the bat, guys, we're gonna have a prayer and then we'll start. I'm gonna have to show the bad hair.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
Yeah. Okay, Lord, we thank you for allowing us to come on to Can We Just Talk again this evening. Thank you for our special guests. We hope that everyone watching will enjoy this episode, enjoy the real talk, and hopefully be able to relate to some of the issues and the topics that we'll talk about this evening. We hope you have fun. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hide that quick. Right, okay. I've got a really, really interesting topic to start off with this evening. I know some of you are married men out there now. Some of you aren't just yet, but you will have an opinion on this topic. Proposals. We're talking about proposals. So how would you feel if a woman proposed to you? Man, silent, you know.
I mean, do we not want equality or no? I'm asking.
We don't.
I'm asking the question.
Jordan.
I'm asking the question. Just asking
Man
the
said
question.
equality, you know.
Wow.
So is that you? Jordan? Is that you saying you're happy to be proposed to?
No, not at all. Never. Nah, I don't know.
Why not?
You know what it was? It's just tradition. It's a tradition thing. That's what it is. If Mishan came up to me and got down on one knee and gave me a ring, an engagement ring, and said, "You want to marry me?"
No.
You say no.
Yeah. Now, what if it's public though, bro?
If it's
What if
public,
it's like mad public?
guess I'd have to say yeah, and we'll talk about it after or something like that. We have to talk about something because
Okay.
I'd say thanks for the ring. We'll talk later.
Well, so you're gonna go home later and then propose to her again the other way around?
I'd say no.
Hold tight with the ring and just move on. It just couldn't happen. I just think
Right.
for me,
Like she must be tying her shoelaces, fam. That's all I can say. But why? What are you doing down there, innit? Like, get up, innit? I'll be like, babe, get up. I beg, get up quickly, so that we can sort out the situation. You get me at home, but for when everyone's asking how it happened, every time the story's like, oh, well, basically, you get me. I got proposed. Nah, bro, that can't run for me. And I respect the equality thing, but I think for me it's a process. There's the whole backstory around like going to try and find the ring, like trying to see what she's. I can't like what ring is she gonna give me, fam? One with diamonds? Nah, man, ain't all of that still. It's a plain band for me, bro. Don't try to give me a diamond ring and that.
Go on then, Samuel. You're the only one that's not married here, so we need to hear it from you. You know.
Nah, I definitely say no. There's no way. Equality doesn't always mean, you know, that we have to do the same thing. Do you know what I mean? We can be equal and have our different sides. If a girl got down on her knee, it shows impatience, I think, for me. And for me, that's a big turn off. You know, I feel like in the future for my girl, like the actual proposal is not as. You shouldn't be shocked if I ask you to marry you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you already know I'm going to ask you, but you're shocked at when, where, and how it's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Mm. And so the fact that you've jumped the gun, for me, I'd probably, even if I was dating her, I might even break up with her. Like, for me, it's that serious.
Wow.
Like,
Deal breaker?
Like yeah.
That's deep, you know?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all, man.
Man saying breakup talks because she said she wanted to marry you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It is that though. It's a lot deeper than just being asked to marry. Like the whole process of, you know, the whole going down on one knee is like it's a level of submission. But before you get to that, like what John was saying, is like you go and you look for the ring. You know, you save up your salary, you save up your money. There's a lot of backstory in even talking to the parents. You go in and you're talking to the mom and dad, you're talking to dad. You know what I mean? You submit, like the man's submitting himself throughout this whole process. So when you take that off the man, I feel like it's almost it's a kick. It's a major kick in the teeth, isn't it? And you're obviously showing that, you know, you haven't got that patience to wait on your man to, like, you know, save up his little change and get the ring that he thinks, you know, you will like. It's mad.
You know what? That's interesting, you know. So to all the women out there, we hope you got your answers ready for Saturday night, because I think that this is very interesting that we're saying it's a patience thing. It's a patience thing that the woman can't wait to be surprised, as you're saying, Sam, that she's going to have to go and propose to you herself. Leon's been extremely quiet on this question. You need to open up now, Leon. Gonna get into trouble?
Nah. Right back now. I don't think it's a talking thing. Like, I just feel like, you know what? Things like that get discussed even before you even think about proposing. Like we're having that talk and saying, like, babes, like, on a real thing. Like, you know what? I've even thrown it out before. I said, is it something that you do? You know the ones, just like, you know the ones that check it out. Is this something that you try?
For real.
Nah, but on a real though, like, seriously, man, like, I'll be sussing it out from way before, just to know what kind of person she is. Because you know what? There's some girls out there who, like, they prefer to kind of take a bit more control, and as he says, like, they want to surprise the male, like, and that's cool, innit? That's cool, but maybe that's not for me, innit? That's all.
Nah, you can surprise me in, like, loads of things, but that's one thing that it belongs to me. Do you know what I mean?
Out of all the things you can surprise me on, leave that one alone, yeah.
So it's a consensus on that question, everyone. It's a consensus, everyone watching. Women, do not propose to your man.
Don't do it.
No.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
But also, know your man though. Like, I've been on social media. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I've seen it happen. So obviously there's guys out there that don't mind in it. So know the guy that you're with in it, but obviously it just seems that the guys are this.
You know what though? You've said that they don't mind, but imagine, so obviously, again, I've seen it on social media as well. Have you ever thought that what if they actually didn't know and the woman's done it without him, without him actually knowing, and he's had to be like, all right, then I'll get the ring. Like, it could happen, innit? Because it could just happen.
Even the way you just put your hand up there, can't run.
Why is that?
That's not what you man are saying. That's not what you man are saying. Obviously, what Jordan said and what Leon's saying. Do you reckon then it's a woman proposal is coming from a more sinister place than like a controlling?
Big
controlling.
Big facts. She's like, I am the captain now, bruv. I am the captain now. That's what she's saying. When she puts that ring on your finger, that sets precedent for the whole marriage, bro. You can't make any decisions, big man, because I try know that I got on my knee and I made the decision that we get married. And again, like, please don't take me out of context because I'm all for the equal opportunities and that, but traditionally, it's the whole process of the man going out, seeking permission from the parents, doing that whole process. You can't then just flip that because man's taking long. So you're like, Bonnie, I'll propose. I'll get it over and done with.
Now, but
you're forcing man's hand.
But Jono, I feel that, actually, guys, I just feel like some man probably deserve it though.
Whoa.
Because, hear me out then. Hear me. Sometimes I think the guys will just be checking for 10 years, 15 years,
Nah, but then I think that's the girl's fault. Like, it's not the girl's fault, but it's just like, for me.
I know what you're saying.
Nah, wait.
I know what you're saying.
If you're in a relationship, and it's like, it's got to like 6, 7, 8 years, and you're like, there's something wrong with your communication, if you want to get married, you're 8 years in a relationship, and the guy hasn't proposed to you. Like, if he's taking that long, he obviously doesn't want to get married, and I feel like the girl should just move on. Simple.
Yeah.
I just feel like...
Nah, 100%. We spoke about this before on one of our Camera Just Thoughts before, talking about, how long should you actually wait to propose, but it's never really a thought that, hold on, this girl's been waiting for 10 years and she's saying, you either marry me or you're about, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get down on one knee. In fact, I'm going to go and talk to your mom and your dad and let them know.
That's a violation, bro.
No girl can brush my hand like that, man. No way.
Imagine.
Let them know. And I'm going to take my best friend Larry to come and ring size to make sure I got the right size for you. Oh, gee. Nah, bro. Sorry. It's not okay.
Larry. Oh, wow. Okay. Another one close to everyone's heart. So, you're walking down the street, guys. Let me set the scene. You're walking down the street.
This is going to get me mad. I can feel it already.
With your wifey or your girlfriend, your partner on your arm, and you see another guy walk past and their head turns around. What you doing?
We're having words. We're talking about that. We have to talk about that. Because if I see you turn around, come on. I mean, I feel like it's only right for me to say something or ask. Is everything all right? Is everything okay?
You got something there?
Yeah, like, are we stretching? Are we... A question has to be asked. Because I'm sure if it was flipped round and someone walked by and I was like, a conversation's being had.
100%. Or me and the guy is swinging. How about that? Because
but what's the guy?
And you're thinking, right, it's not his fault, but she put you in that predicament where it's highly embarrassing. That is actually such a violation. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna lay man out in front of you, make a whole scene. And what? See, she won't do that again. I promise. I promise she won't do that again.
I love that. What if he lays you out, bro? What if he lays you out?
Fam, like dead. I'm coming back.
He died for the cause.
Nah, bro. It's one of them ones you have to just
cause.
You know what it is?
Take it for a walk.
Nah, the adrenaline, fam. Like I can't lose. I wouldn't lose, bro. Like one of us would lose in life today if it's coming to that. If you're gonna knock me out in front of my missus, you must be joking, bro. Nah. But more all jokes aside, it would be like a conversation there and then. It's not like a wait till we get in the car. Yeah. I'm gonna be like, am I a piece of side rice? Am I a Nando's chicken? Like, nah, bro. Like,
what was that about? Yeah, for real. Like,
I don't think I'd be okay with that. To be fair, nah, definitely. Because I mean, like, it's kind of almost it's a respect thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you might see she might see a person and think, oh, it's a good looking person, but like I think you go into the next level when you just spin your neck and it's going and you're almost done a 360.
Yeah,
I mean, looking at this brother. So
yeah,
I think
not even doing that on the sly. Like she's not even respecting your feelings enough to like.
Yeah.
For real, don't get
She's
caught.
just straight. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
especially if man's more ripped than me. Man's more ripped than me. Like, nah, I'm not having it. That's not okay. That's not okay. Like, nah.
Appreciate it out of my presence, innit?
Yeah.
That's a straight no. That's a simple one, I think.
Conversation there and then.
It deserves a conversation because rightly so. If you did the same thing, boy. That's
finished.
That's a detailed conversation. You know the ones there. Like, so I just feel like that's just most the disrespect. So yeah, it's a quick combo, man.
Well, I think we're doing good to have a conversation if that's our first line, because I know if it was on the other hand, there wouldn't be a conversation.
Silence.
silent treatment, or you're getting it, man.
Yeah, it's a on-site thing.
Yeah, it's definitely on site. Yeah, it's definitely on site.
I just think it's funny how bam.
Yo,
that is so bad. That is so bad, God.
Yeah, I'm playing it in my head. I'm playing it.
You know what? For me, it would be the silence first. It would be a silence for a prolonged amount of time, and you're thinking, like, what's wrong? And then the fire.
Yeah, it's a silent car ride, fam. You see the silent car ride? You see it in the car? No music. It's peak. Trust me.
Yeah, but that fire will keep on lighting every conversation after that for the next few months. That fire will keep lighting. Trust me.
Yeah, you know.
It will keep coming back. It will keep coming back.
Wow. Now, I'm even gonna lie, still, even as a man, I've seen Shuri would deny this to the core, but I'm telling you, we're watching the 100 meters. I don't know if it was the championships or I know she's upstairs laughing or but I remember Asafa Powell must have turned around and Shri was like, and to this day, I don't let it go. I keep reminding you know, she will deny it to the core. Asafa Powell turned around and I heard,
What did you say then, Jonathan? Did you say anything then? Did you say anything?
Oh yeah, of course. I said. I was like, look, what you remember? And she's like, she denies it. And then, like, even if I bring it up, she denies she did it. Must have been one of them things, you know. You can't help it. Just spontaneous.
Them subliminal ones, you know. Just resting in the back.
Listen, I'll call out Dion every time. Anytime Morris Chestnut comes on the TV, I'm looking at her because I know I ain't turning off the TV, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
And then have the cheek to come say, oh, but you're nicer, babe, and you know he looks like you. Nah.
Just don't say anything at all. Just have your little moment and then leave me alone in it. But don't say it's better than me. Don't say he looks like me. He doesn't look like me. You get me? Leave me alone.
Watching me like that?
Is that all right?
Morris? Seriously?
Yo. Going along with that, obviously we've spoken about like the woman proposing. So what do you guys reckon to a girl approaching you initially in a you know, she's seen you, you've seen her, you haven't really said nothing, but then she approaches you on some, you know, talking to you, spitting the first bars. What do you guys think about that?
Energy. Come on.
Jordan's shaking his head straight away.
No. I'm saying that's no problem.
Yeah, equal opportunities, man.
All right.
Oh, see, so it kicks in.
Now you know what, bro?
That's right.
Only now.
It depends on the approach, car. She can't holler at me like I'm just a thing on the street, and if she's like, yo, you get me, like trying to holler at me like, my size.
Come on.
You know, like when you see social media, them girls from like South London when they come and speak to you like man, them. Nah, can't run. I'm not gonna have that.
Pulls up in the
energy.
Pulls up in the whip.
Imagine. Get in.
Come sit down. Let me talk to you a second. Like,
Yeah, that's levels though. But are we saying that that's okay then, or what?
You know
Like,
what?
from our side?
You know what? I think not a problem. Obviously, you get me, chest is look high for a bit, you get me, you know the ones there, like bang, I got moved to, you know the ones. But it's mad, yeah. It's mad though, because I feel like it gets deep when if somebody was to say, oh yeah, I think you're flaming. I'm taking you out Thursday, 7 p.m. Get yourself ready. Nah, I just feel no, it's a bit too much. That's a bit too much.
Yeah,
Imagine.
I agree with
That's
that.
mad.
I agree with that.
Imagine that. Get yourself ready.
Well,
You get me? Nah.
I agree. I think the dating part is a bit far, as in like setting a date. But if you see what you like me, come and chat to me.
But at the same time though, why not, bro? Why can't a girl take man to Hakkasan's? Maybe I want to get wine and dine now and again.
Not for the first
Hakkasan.
date. Not for the first date.
Early.
Because yo, some man will finesse that, you know. They'll have their gal that'll take them to places, and they're like, bro, man, I getting a nice sit down meal. The girl's fire, she's on, man, and I'm living my best life. And certain man are okay with that.
Early from the get go. From like boom.
From the get go, certain man are just like, yo,
I'm taking you out. But ain't that the same thing as like being proposed to? Like
nah.
Nah.
A proposal's meant
I know what
for-
you mean.
for
I know what you
eternity,
mean,
bro.
but
It's different,
not,
man.
It's a
I think
next
there's a
level.
bit of a difference.
Yeah,
I feel like
Although I feel like doing all that on the first time, that's a lot. Like I feel like we don't. Well, I don't know anyone that's happy to where they've been like, yo, the girl said, I'm taking you out on Thursday. I'm coming to you. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm taking you to here. I'm dropping you. Like I don't know anyone that's happened to on the first time. And it is a bit wild still. It is a bit wild. If that happened to me,
I'm sorry.
I mean, man can get down the wine and it. Nothing wrong with that.
Of course, he would go.
bro, that's what I'm trying to say.
I'd probably be in
However,
shock though.
On
But
the
I know,
first
I
time,
do
on the
feel
first
like
date.
it will alter your perception of like. I feel like it will alter your perception of the girl. I feel like I'm not gonna say I wouldn't go if a girl said let's go Hakkasan on her.
You're going to
let's
Hakkasan,
go.
my brother.
But
You're
I
definitely
don't feel
going.
like I would think that this is gonna be my future. Like it's gonna be a future. I'd go eat the food and maybe.
Why not, bro? Why not?
Because again, do you know what it is? Again, it goes to the backstory. Like as John was saying with the proposal thing, I feel like for me, if I go on a date with a girl,
Trust me, how did you meet?
I've got to think about where I'm gonna take her. You know, prepare my outfit, prepare my mind, especially if I'm trying to take this seriously. You know, where I'm gonna take her, try and do something different. And I feel like the energy I put into a date, is serious. So especially a first date, I come with the correct energy. So I don't.
All right then. Okay. So listen,
mate.
You don't want to be late. You want to
wait a minute. So she comes with that energy on the first date, Sam. Yeah. So she comes with that energy on that first date, and the second date you come with the same energy. What's the issue?
I have to set the tone for the relationship.
Okay.
This is it. Thank you. That's it.
Okay then. Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for like the. You know, I think you guys discussed it on like Can We Just Talk like in a couple of episodes. I think for season 1, you know, about the pain thing on the first date. Like, I have to set the tone, otherwise I just don't feel like I've done my part as a man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have to do the first. Like, after that, you know, if you want to go halves, you want to take me out, cool.
Halves. Big man, you set the tone, bro. You pay it every time, what you mean?
Every time I'm a student, bro. I ain't working like you, man. You got a big man on salaries. You got a big man on salaries, man.
The man said, student loan dropped. With Hakkasan. After that, bro, Nando's.
50% off.
All right.
Salaries not really
Get a quick drive through on the way home from Salon.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I feel like it kind of takes something away from you again. The whole idea of like her paying for stuff, and from the get go, I feel from the get go, you should, you know, take your woman out and you wine and dine, and then later on, you know, when your relationship establishes a level, sometimes you might be a little broke, or you know, she might say, "Oh, let's go out. I feel like I want to take you out." And I think that's fine. But I think from the get go, it's that Samuel's saying you got to set that tone, man. And I just feel like it's a takeaway from me again, and I'll have to think, is this girl really the one for me?
Yeah, but I think Leon said it though. I think it's that step too far when they come and say this is what's happening, I'm setting the scene. This is what's going on. For them to just come over and talk, I'm all game for that. And I was all game for that. You know, why not come and talk? If you like someone, go and talk to them. Start that conversation and see where it goes. You're not going to stand there looking at me from across the room or looking at me wherever you are and expecting, like, waiting for me to come over. Do you think?
Some girl will be waiting. Some girl will be waiting for that, innit?
Yeah,
I hear the waiting as well.
So are we saying it's good if, like, it's calm if they say, you know, they come over and talk to us casually, but if they come over to us and say, listen, me and you, I really want to take you out, we saying like, nah.
I think it's the approach, you know. I don't think it's approaching it like, boom, like, get me. I think you're saucy. I'm looking, get me, like, get ready, like, this week, I'll message you, you know what I mean? I'll come and get you in my whip, my big murky, you know them ones there. Nah, what's that?
I can't see how a girl could ask a guy on a first date and it be okay. I don't know what she would say.
I think I think the only way it would be okay in what she's saying is if she came up to you and said, "Oh yeah, hi, nice, want to get to know you. Can you take me out, or do you want to take me out?" Sort of thing.
Can you take me out? Huh?
No, but I think, but like, I want to go out. Like, not you take me there, but I want to take me out with you.
Can you take me out? Nah,
no way. If you say, "Can you take me out?" I'm looking at you saying, "What? Take what? Take you what?"
I don't know how to word it. I've never been in this situation.
I hear that still.
Because it doesn't make sense, Marcus. That's why you can't word it. It don't make sense.
True.
You know.
True. I hear that. True. So what about, okay, so how many guys out there think that they could trust their guys to pick a woman for you?
What do you mean? As in?
So a friend of yours, do you trust that you have a friend that you know would pick the right kind of person for you? Step to someone for you and say, "Oh, I know that this girl will be good for Jonathan."
Nah.
You know what? I feel like it depends how close you are with your friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know John in it. So I think maybe I could. I think, not too sure. I don't know. I don't know if Jonathan could pick for me. I don't know in it. I'm just not too sure if it's gonna work.
Come on, Sam. You said no. I think.
I'm picking my woman still.
Say again?
I don't want no man picking my woman still. I'm good.
Obviously not to marry, but if it was in the situation, do you think that you have that one person that would be able to say, "You know what? I think that this girl is good for Sam," you know, and try and put them together to start talking and that sort of thing?
You know what? I think females are better at, you know. I think overall, like, I feel like, I'm trying to think, like, loads of girls would be like, "Oh, like, he would be nice for." I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like guys really think about that.
You know what it is? You know, like, I
guys
feel
are selfish, innit?
Nah, and it's not even, and I don't want to make this a blanket statement, but I think, obviously, I've known full as my ride or die in it, and I think I could pick probably aesthetically, but you see the deeper level in terms of the actual relationship. Like, I don't know about you, like, but the man them, we don't really speak about that part of it. It's always aesthetics, especially when you're growing up and that. It's always about how the girl looks, how she carries herself. But in terms of the actual dynamics of the relationship and the qualities that you may look for in a life partner,
it's quite personal.
Man don't have them conversations really. So I think that's where it's difficult. If you're talking about picking a female to marry, it's a different gravy altogether than to say a girl you was just gonna try to do a thing with. You see me? So
if you think of just be honest and think of the conversation. If you're with your boy and you say, "Oh, this is my woman," it's like, "Yo, blood, she's a team blood, like, yo," and man, they're getting gaslight. That's what it is. But then if you hear women talk about it, it's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm thinking about, oh, so what's he like?
Yeah.
What's he doing?" But like, man, don't think like that. Man, don't think,
true.
So what, your boy's not thinking, oh yeah, so what does she do? Like have you seen what she's like at home with her family? Nah. It's just a gas thing straight away. It's like, she got a bridging, fam. She got a bridging. That's just the mentality.
Definitely gas.
That's what it is. She got a sister, bro. She's one of them, innit?
Yeah. That is so true. So I'm thinking about another topic. It's a very dangerous topic, is what I'm thinking, but we're gonna discuss it anyway. Natural women.
Oh, geez.
I gotta choose my words carefully, man. Natural or women with extras.
What do you mean? Please, can you clarify?
Go deeper, Marcus. Go deeper.
Yeah.
Marcus, you need to go deeper still.
Say again.
Go deeper, Marcus. I don't know what you mean.
If you have to choose a woman, are you into a natural woman? Everything is natural, or would you be happy to choose a woman that technically isn't natural? Has
upgrades.
We're talking about like nails.
Upgrades. That's the word, you know. Upgrades.
We're talking about like nails.
Well,
like nails.
Nails, hair.
Oh, yeah. The nails is a bit of me. Yo. Let me tell you.
Listen, we're being real now. So in this day and age,
we're
talking about BBLs.
We're talking about BBL. BBL is like breast augmentation. You get me? Bottom injections, all them things there.
Everything.
Safe. Personally, I'm not really a fan. And I'll tell you why. Because them things don't really last. And if you want to keep them at a certain standard of when you first saw that initial thing, it costs peas. And some people don't have the finances to support that lifestyle. So for me, again, I always think long-term investments in it, future looking.
Okay, banker.
That's
okay.
Dead.
All right, so
yeah, trust me, it's dead. That's just me. I don't rate it. Yes, I understand why some girls do it, and I've spoke to individuals that have made certain decisions about enhancing their appearance. But for me, nah, bro. Like I want to see what I have is what I get in it. I don't want to be like in a couple of years' time or when the light turns off, it's a next kind of gravy. I don't want any surprises. So yeah, that's just me.
Things start falling out or slipping into the wrong place.
Out of place, you know. Lift up.
Where's that batty cheek gone? It slipped.
Listen, I'm with Jonathan. I'm all natural. You don't listen. You don't need the upgrades. Is like Jonathan's saying. It's all about natural for me.
But the thing is, though, yeah. Nowadays, can you always tell?
No.
I believe I can.
No.
Nah,
you know, because why? I've seen photos and I thought, and then I'll be like, swear it's not. Okay. Like you can't always tell. So you enter that relationship or you enter that situationship, yeah, and then you find out she's had the BBL, she's had the lip filler or whatever it is. Are you then gonna lock it off? Because I feel like sometimes you can't tell.
I feel like when you meet a girl, you kind of take her for face value in the sense that like what you see is sort of like what you see. So if you see her and you see BBL and you like it, then that's you in it. Like if you see her and it's natural and you like it, that's you. If you see it and you think it's natural but it's BBL, I don't feel like that should make really much of a difference because you like it, unless you're like Jonathan, you're thinking about the long-term investment and your money and you're saying no. But I feel like once you're maybe in a relationship now and she expresses that she wants to have those upgrades done, I feel like that's a different scenario because I feel like for me, I fell in love with you the way you were. So all them sort of extras, for me personally, like I don't need it. But it's also about the girl as well. Do you know what I mean? Like we're actually in an age where, they see things and mentally, as much as you can say you like it, they might be in a different place. They may think it's what they need and what they like. They look at other people, and so sometimes I feel like it can mentally have a very weighing effect on their mental health and might lead them down a deeper path. So
my thought process is the same as Sam's in that the sense of why. So yeah, she's gone and got the bottom done, breast done, face has got fillers and all of that. But why? And I think that would be a conversation you'd explore once you start talking to that person. If you find it interesting, find that person interesting, you want to talk to them, you'd have that conversation, because is it coming from a place where this can get worse? Is the person going to have serious mental health issues later on? Are they not happy with themselves? Like, there's a lot, do you know what I mean? But then jumping on what Sam's saying, like, you could be in your relationship, deep, kids and everything, you know, and bodies are not the same. And she says, oh, you know what? I feel like I want to get a little bit of a tuck and a fix there. Are you going to say, nah, lock off, divorce? Or are you going to understand and see where the person's coming from and try and support them through that? Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to say, nah, lock off. You don't need to. I still love you. You still got it.
It's a personal thing though, isn't it? It's not.
A
lot of the times it's like, it's what I want people to see, but it's what do I see when I look in the mirror? Do you get me?
Yeah.
So I think. Sorry. Go on.
No. Finish off.
I just feel like for men, it's almost a little bit more easier. Women, when they've got to go out, they've got to put the right dress on, they've got to do this, and you know they want to put the makeup on, they've got to go and get their hair done. Whereas man, we'll just fling on a jumper, fling on some trousers, Vaseline, cocoa butter, and we're good. Do you know what I mean? But like I feel like for women, there's a lot more pressure on them.
Yeah. But I feel like we've blended we've blended this topic into two areas. So you got the cosmetic side of things, but then you know we could talk about natural just on the weaves and that. Yeah. So cosmetic surgery, I'm saying. And then you're talking about hair and nails and whatever else. So just to clarify that, is that a problem? So, okay, we've talked a lot about the cosmetic surgery side of things, I'd probably say. So what about your woman, just being your woman in natural of weave, no weave, nails, no nails, all them different things?
I'll say this for free. I'm a huge advocate for the nails. Bring the nails them. Not too long, not too short. But the nails them, like I always say, my girl, when I'm on my salary, the nails are on me. I'll pay for them every month. Like, just bring the nails.
Jeez, baller.
My brother.
That's why my man wants to go to London and study law, fam. Like, I gotta get them nails.
The nails.
Let me check them salaries.
and the long straight black wig. That one's top tier as well.
You know what, bro?
The elite thing.
I get run about that all the time. I'm down for the straight weave, for the straight. I'm down for that, bro.
All black.
I'll get run all black. I'll get run all the time. That I like the European thing or the European look. I'm like, yo, just give me the straight hair. I'm good. Like I'm good. But like, Sammy, I'm with you. I can't even lie. It's funny you said that because I thought I was the only one. But I don't mind weave. Extensions, braids, like I'm all for it. I'm not that person who's like, oh, you only can wear your natural hair. I mean, if you want to do a little thing, a little cut, not too short though, then you know, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think that's okay too. I don't discriminate, man.
However,
I'm all for it.
These long nails, lock it off right now. Lock
when it's too long, it's
blow each other. You're just gonna catch me in the eye. It's gonna be a beef thing.
Listen, I know that the girl out there with the long nails are struggling. You're struggling out here.
Facts. Yeah, they are. Definitely.
I don't really.
Definitely.
I'm you know, have a little thing, you know, give me a little white tip if you want, or a little long thing. But this whole thing where it's like it's long.
It's curving.
And I'm seeing you do.
It's curving. Nah. The medium length things, 110%. What do you guys think about the coloured hair though? The coloured hair. God, this one has been.
Wait, when you say coloured, what do you mean, bro?
It's talking about like the blue and the pink,
the purple,
and
the
rainbow,
things and that. Nah, the dancehall things, allow it, bro.
Yeah,
you know what?
I
think it's calm until it starts to get mad. Like if like 1 month it's blue, then the next month it's red, then it's green, and it's just constantly going. And I think like there's some sort of there's an issue here. Let's bring it in. Let's talk about it and let's work this out because it's getting a bit too much for me. I can't handle it. Like, I'm a creature of habit. So if it's blue and then it's pink, I'm gone. I can't handle it.
Nah, you know what? I don't mind the switch still. I don't mind like the colors. I don't mind the dyes. You know? If it's done well, you get me? Slay me. Like if it's done well, you understand?
That's the key.
That's the key. If it's done well, no problem. I prefer natural. Like we want, you know what I mean? Want to see the natural thing, 100%. But obviously, again, you're right, guys. Obviously, I'm not gonna get upset if you click on, you know what I mean, a little this or a little that, or you want to braid up here. Listen, the variety is good for
spice of life.
You know what I mean?
I used to be fully against it though, man. I was like, I remember growing up and thinking, yo, my woman's gonna have natural hair, none of this weird thing, makeup, nah. And then I met Cherie, and I respected the craft, fam. I respected the craft. I was like, what? This is actually quite deep.
Nah,
this ain't no joke thing.
It can't be too much though. That's the problem because
What's too much?
What's too much? It is straight deception.
Birthday makeup.
The Decepticons. Trust me, bro.
Serious? It's not even a joke. I don't even think the Decepticons or Transformers will be able to match them. Straight deception. Like you're saying, witchcraft, some of it. Because
wow.
when I see the natural picture of some of these people, it's
yeah. I've seen one where there's a little Chinese woman, and she basically made herself look mixed race, and it looked like a mixed race girl. And I thought, that was a mixed race girl, and then like boom, she starts whacking it off, and I'm like, hold on, nah.
Like, bro,
it should be legal still. Should be legal.
The general rule of thumb is that the Face ID has to bang 24 hours of the day. If your Face ID doesn't work, sometimes
110%. 100%.
That's a test.
Yo,
100%.
Face ID.
Girl's Face ID does not work.
Face ID.
I like that.
Allow it.
That's sick,
just standing there.
What's my code again?
What's too much then? What's too much for you lot?
Birthday makeup. That is when the girls girls our age, while you guys are older than me. But you know, typically girls my age now, they'll go and get their makeup done for their birthday, and the beat is way too much.
The beat. And then I see the photo on Instagram, and I see MUA. I'm like, okay, went for gold.
It's them ones in it, Jordan. They're the worst. They're the worst. They're, like honestly, the worst. Like the eyelashes are flying away. The eyeshadow is doing color change, color wheel.
Yeah.
It's the birthday makeup that gets me, man. Like, I know it's your birthday. I know you're trying to do it, but you do too much. I
think if you can't be recognized from your normal day to day, and you see the person, you kind of like, oh, I didn't realize it was you. I think then obviously you've gone too far. Way.
Well, you know what it is though. You know what though. But there are some women that don't really wear that much makeup. So when they do put on makeup, even if it's not a lot of makeup, there's still like that shock of like, well, not a shock, but you know, like, oh, is that you? Oh, okay.
Nah, there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place like weddings, special occasions, birthdays, anniversaries. That's where sometimes the missus will turn up extra spicy. You see me? But like not every day. You get me? Eyelashes and it's just long, bro. Like why you take 3 hours to get ready?
Yeah, but you can turn up extra spicy without having to look like a geisha, man.
Exactly.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
100%.
No,
I like if someone said to me, natural face or hair and unnatural face and hair, what are you saying? Like, no, I want you to just be like cocoa butter and that. Is that what we're saying?
Man said that.
Is that what we're saying?
Yo.
That's what we're saying, man. That's what we're saying, really.
I think at the end of the day, it's called make up, not cover up. So make up.
Points, though.
Add a little bit. like do enough that saying do enough is dangerous because what is enough to different people?
I was gonna say
It's
like,
called makeup, not cover up. Full stop.
It's
I think
hard
that's
to
an equal.
quantify. Hard to quantify like the amount it should be, but
don't forget though, some of the man them don't mind the girl them to go overboard and go hard, innit? Like,
True.
give me the lashes that you know, give me the multicolor contour. What contour in the nose? When I first saw that, I said, what?
It's a whole art thing.
It's an art. It's a skill,
bro. That's definitely art. Like, I'll take my hats off to them. I'll take my hats off to them because I've seen a nose, and I've seen a nose just come different, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. I had to respect the craft, man. It's deep still.
Don't wear a white shirt.
It is, bro.
I didn't know. Yeah, no white shirts. So based on that, what's your man's definition of like a perfect woman?
Oh, that's a wild question, bro.
That's a wild one, bro.
That's
Big marriage and that.
Not wild for me. Not wild for me because I can answer that. Perfect woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What you, man? You have one answer.
Yeah, my wife.
You guys.
Sammy's only you that has to answer this one. Only you.
Samuel.
I would say a girl that really loves me for me. A girl that I don't have to pretend around. I can be myself. I can share everything about me with my good parts, my bad parts, and she loves me for me. That for me is perfect. That's it.
So as long as perfection, like, you know, she loves you for who you are.
He's lying.
But she could be a cook too, bro.
I know nails. That's cocoa butter. No nails. You're good. And you're good.
Yo, these times the nails in your mouth. The nails in your mouth. Oh.
Nah,
I know Sammy's struggling.
Samuel, I love you. I love you.
Don't worry. Physical appearance-wise, yeah, she has to look nice. And I'll be honest, yeah, I genuinely don't have a type. Like, if I was to show you some of the people I've dated in the past, that you would be like, oh, they don't match up. I don't just have a type. You know, I like who I like. Do you know what I mean? So I can't really sit here and be like, oh, I only like a certain type of girl. But don't get me wrong, to me, she has to be pleasing on the eye. She has to be pretty, attractive, keeps herself well put together. I like a well-spoken girl as well. None of that.
Intellectual, man.
Do you know what I mean? Intellectual.
No bloods and
ambitious. None of that. But aside from all of that, yeah, everything I just said at the start, I feel like that's what's key for me. And I feel like it takes a long time to get to that stage to know that she can do that. But ultimately, that's what's important.
Okay. I respect that still. So based on that, then what are the turn-offs for all of us? I'll tell you one of my turn-offs. Sam just mentioned it. Is like I remember I was I went to the cinema with this girl, me and my brethren. There's a girl and the two girls, me and my brethren. Took these two girls to the cinema, and then like I must have seen them like a week later, and she just rolls up to me. Actually, let me tell you how she was dressed. She was dressed in like a black night tracksuit, Air Maxes. And like, she wasn't just like that. She went just like that. We went to cinema, and she seen me, and she's like, what go on, blood? That finished me.
Man,
I was done. That's a major turn off for me. Like how well spoken. Like you know when you want to you can chat to them as normal, and you can have your little banks and joke, you bust a little patwa, talk a bit, you know. But I do want you to be able to speak properly. That's a big thing. That's a major turn off for me.
Yeah, she said, "Well, go on, blood."
I'll tell you exactly where we were. Do you know you know where the library is in Wolves? Jordan one.
Yeah. Let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You're gonna call out names as well, Jonathan.
Let's say you're walking down from St. John's Parade, going towards the library. On that little slope.
A little slope.
Yeah. Walking up there. She was walking down, and boom, she caught me, and I wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Now, one for me is definitely hygiene. The hygiene has to be A1. Like if you've got poor hygiene, whether it be bad breath, whether it be body odor, just cleanliness in general. Yeah, so
dirty nails.
It's horrible. Like that's a deal breaker straight away.
You know,
for real.
You know what? For me and that, if a girl is like very pretty, very beautiful, but the character's dead.
Dead.
Like, Like when I mean dead, like dead, like that. See you later. Like not interested. You know what I mean?
No
And
personality.
yeah, personality and like just like the character, personality, and the way they carry themselves. Like you can be Beyonce, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like the character. You know what I mean? Like it has to be top. If it's not, I'm not interested, man. And that's why, of course, I married my wife because.
All right then. All right then. All right then.
I'm trying to get some points for later, you know.
Man brought that round.
Everyone's there.
She's standing next to you, Leo.
Yeah, she's tapping a knife. No. Yo.
Anything else, guys? Any more turn-offs? I think most people have covered some of the same things for myself. It's just, yeah.
Hygiene's a big
I'm
one. I
with
think
most
that's that John said. The hygiene's a massive one.
Yeah. You gotta look after yourself.
It spreads so far. It spreads like it's not just how she looks, how she carries. Like it spreads far.
Halitosis. Jeez.
Oh, allow it. Nah, allow it. That's horrible.
Oh, for me, yeah, no ambition. I feel like I've spoken to loads of girls with no ambition. They don't know what they want to do. And for me, it's just I can't, because I know where I want to go in life. I'm not saying that my life is gonna go the way I want it, but I've thought about my future and, you know, some of what I want to do. And so for me, it's that I'm trying to grow with someone and someone that knows what they're trying to do. So if you sit at the table and we're talking and you very much live day by day, I can't do it.
You got to have someone who's got the same drive as you, man.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, you can't be building on your own, man. You'll get too tired and then you'll just falter. And before you know it, you're both in the same boat where you just don't want nothing, and you just calm sitting down on benefits and just cool.
So that brings me on to the next topic, guys. I think we're gonna have to do a quick fire soon because we're running out of time. But that brings us on to the next topic. Could any of you, man, be a house husband? Would you be happy to be a house husband? Does it sit right? Does it sit right with you?
Easily.
I don't know. I think it's hard because I could be happy looking after the kids, but for how long? How long would I need the urge to do something for myself? I say do something for yourself. I feel like wanting to work, wanting to bring stuff home, wanting your own money and stuff. Like how long would it last? And I reckon I'd do it for a week still.
A week? I said a week.
I was gonna say like
Half term, yeah.
Nah, I could do it, but I wouldn't do it.
Clarify that one.
Because, like, you know, if there were kids around and whatnot, and I'd stop home and I'd look after them. I wouldn't find it a problem, but at the same time, I wouldn't be doing that for the rest of my life. Like, there's no way that I'm just. I couldn't personally do it for myself.
I feel like there's a misconception though that like being at home, you just have to take care of the kids. Like if I'm being a house husband, I'll be at home, but I'm managing my businesses from home. Like I could sit up. I could be a house husband. I could, you know, take care of the kids and stuff, but I will be managing whatever I'm managing from home. So even if it's a little business, I'm setting up my business, but I'm working from home. So I'm home with the kids, but I couldn't, if it was just like, you know, take care of the kids and stuff like, and that's sort of limited to that, you know, the household, like cool, but I definitely could be at home, but also working, you know, on a part-time thing, but something that's bringing in a little income into the house, definitely. Why not?
I feel like that's not
a house husband, is it? Yeah.
It's not a house husband. You're working, bro.
Yeah, you're working from home. That's what, like, for me, if it's a house husband, all you do is literally staying at home, looking after the kids, tend to the house. For me, that's what the house husband would be doing.
Yeah, that's it. But I think you can. I think you can, obviously. We spoke about the finance thing last week, in the sense of, you can run businesses and stuff, but it's difficult because you're now maintaining a house. You're doing everything. If there's a window upstairs that needs sorting out, you're on the phone to my man saying, listen, I need you to come and fix the phone. Husband, it's going to cost this. It's going to cost this amount. Yeah, my man's coming over. And you got to maintain a whole house, and I think it's hard. Like I see it with a lot of like Muslim women. I see them outside, and then they're cutting the grass and they're cleaning off the drive, and then they're back inside and they're cooking. Do you get me? And they're maintaining the house. I think like to say you do a business as well, it's possible. Like it's not impossible, but I do think it's very, very hard. Very, very hard. I couldn't do it.
I haven't got the adequate facilities, bro. Like I just haven't got the adequate facilities to do that role. If I was to be brutally honest with myself, like I'm just not set up that way, and it's probably, I don't think strong's not the right word, but I just don't think I don't have it in my locker, lad. I just don't. Like being at home, especially working at home throughout this pandemic, it's really highlighted to me that, bro, like obviously my wife stays at home and she does an amazing job, but it just amplifies what she has to do, looking after Arya and managing all the other things in the house. Obviously I help, but if that was just me, my role, I couldn't do it, fam. Like I think I'd have like a mental breakdown or something. Like I need some sort of respite to do something for myself.
Yeah.
That's why like I have even more admiration for the housewives and house husbands out there that do it. But personally, it's not my kind of
so
bro.
big up the housewives and the house husbands.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I agree with that.
Right.
The question, I'm just trying to think how I phrase this question. So this on the same topic, but I was just looking at it from the stance of even as house parents or as a house husband, housewife, they still have their times when they go on their shopping spree for themselves, or have that time to go out to the park with the kids and whatever else. So if you've got all of that, would that change anything? Like for me, I reckon I wouldn't mind. I don't mind being a house husband if I had the opportunity that my wife was bringing in all the money. I think that I would keep myself so busy. I'd have so many hobbies that I could actually do. I'd be looking after the house and everything, the kids, cooking. I don't mind. I'm down. But like you said, though, I think I have a level where Jonathan, we were talking about this in one of our other episodes, Marcus time. There's times when I just want to lock off for a second, and I probably wouldn't get a lot of stuff done in the time scale that my wife would be expecting it to be done. I'd just be like, yeah, I'll have a break now. And then that break turns into like an hour, 2 hours. And then I go back to doing the work. And then, but I think I could do it, for a bit.
How long's a bit? I'm genuinely serious. I literally could manage a week. Then I think talking mental health. Yeah, I couldn't cope. I can't cope. I feel it at the end of every day. It's Cherie's at work. I'm telling you, I get to bedtime and I'm like, Lord, please don't let one of these children call me because I'm just gonna jump out the window. Right now, I need silence and nothing. Sometimes I just sit in the living room and just silence, reflecting, thinking, why I gotta do this again next week, Okay, I'm gonna start preparing myself mentally for that now. Because it's mad. It is mad. Just clean the yard. The same time you clean. Quick story. I was cleaning the kitchen and I thought, yeah, kitchen's done. I rolled into the living room and Isaac, just one I destroyed the living room. The living room looked like I had 6 kids in there. I thought, nah, let me tidy this up. I tidied it up. I went back, I left him, and he was in the kitchen. Man, I got an orange and an apple and I devoured them, but I hadn't eaten none of it. The whole contents on the floor after I just cleaned it. I thought, what am I supposed to do? You win, big man. 1.5, you defeated me. Trust me. And I feel like that at the end of every day, I'm just like, I just can't do this. It's not for me. Couldn't be a house husband, sorry. Respect to them man who do it, 100%, but I haven't got the mental capacity for it, no way. You see, you'd see me walking the road on a mad thing, like hair just all over the place.
Right, so back to the women thing for a little bit. Do you believe in the friend zone? Is there such a thing as the friend zone? We talk about it, or it's talked about. Do you believe in it?
Yeah.
With the opposite sex?
No. Yeah. Barriers can always be broken down, innit? Don't know.
Cheese, big man.
What's happened?
All right. I mean,
I'm stumped, man,
Friend zone, Friend
I
zone.
think I need clarity, bro. I think I need clarity in terms of, are you saying that male and female individuals can then become friends through this friend zone? Are you just trying to say that the friend zone is a thing that exists? Because in terms of, like, for example, you may put a girl in a friend zone, but it doesn't then actually mean that you're going to be brethren. It just means that she knows that you can't pursue anything romantically. You see me? But it doesn't mean that you then have to carry on that relationship.
Is that until she turn up one time, like we're talking about the deception?
Man, 16, you know.
16, you know.
Yeah, the answer was right there.
Yes, man, Kermit in the team, you know.
Nah.
Yo, we need to get that, turn that into a meme. John off sipping tea.
Nah, I guess there is such a thing as the friend zone when you think about it. It's that whole boundaries thing, though, isn't it? I think we talked about this on another episode. Like the question came across: can a guy and a girl just be friends? Like, 100%. Is it okay to have a friend of the opposite sex? A best friend was one of the questions that came up. And it's like, I don't know. Does it create risks? Does it create problems? Like, if that's your best friend and you have certain things that you confide in with that best friend, is it dangerous that it happens more than your wife potentially or your partner? Like, I don't know.
Wow. Seen as a man being mad quiet.
I don't. Okay, let me ask you. I don't feel like it's a problem. I have my best friend in life. Yeah, is a female, and we've been best friends for years. Naturally, though, there's things that I cannot speak to her about, and that's not to say that she's less of my best friend, but it's just there's certain things that I will go to some of the mandem and speak to them about because they're mandem. So it's like I feel like even though I do have my best friend who's a female, I've always had the mandem, my close guy friends who I can go and speak to. I feel like moving forward, I'm in a relationship right now. Like one of my key things that I needed to get off my chest though, when I was speaking to my girlfriend, I kept it open and transparent that I did have a best friend who was a girl. I made sure that them two met as well, so they could meet each other, see the dynamic between us two. And my girlfriend turned around and she was like, she's met her, it's not a problem, it's cool. Because she understands the dynamic. Me and my best friend, those boundaries are there, but it's I wouldn't even say there's boundaries because it's just not that. Do you know what I mean? And it will never be that. And so I feel like as long as you're I feel like the partner that you're with, so my girlfriend, she's comfortable with it, then that's the problem.
Like for me, I'm not trying to like maybe go against your point. I would say that like if there's some things that you can't speak about, then really, for me, they wouldn't be classed as like one of my best friends.
It's not even that I can't speak about it because really and truly, I do tell her practically everything, but I feel like there's just things that are more appropriate, and I feel like that's no different with guys either. You can have a male best friend, but you could have other friends, and not that your best friend must know everything about your life, but you just choose not to. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
But this is why I feel like maybe it's difficult because you can't go to that next level because there's certain things that obviously are not appropriate to be spoken to, with the opposite sex. So that's why I feel like that's why it's probably deemed as more acceptable or more appropriate that your best friend is the same sex. Not like say it can't happen, because of course you can have good relationships with opposite sex, that's not a problem. But I just feel like you can't really
move to that next level.
You can't go to that next level. So really, it's just, for me, it would be like a close friend, fantastic. But you're not like, you know what I mean? Like, because I can't get to that level with you because it's too much. Like, it's just not going to work.
But then doesn't that work the same opposite? There's certain things and emotions that you probably wouldn't display to your best male friend that you would display to your female friend. Does it kind of like work?
Nah, Jono and Leon do it all the time, innit? Cry on each other's shoulder and thing.
Hold each other.
Yeah.
Jono. Yo, big man, you're gonna set me off. Yeah, but yeah, like I think it kind of works. I think it kind of works. The same. I don't know. Because I had a female best friend. I feel like I had a female best friend, I had a male best friend, and they both knew me just as much, just the same, just as close. Mm-hmm. But I think there's certain things that I spoke to with my female friend that I wouldn't speak to with my male best friend. But I still think our relationships are both transparent, but just slightly different. But obviously when you're in a relationship, like Samuel was saying, you have to kind of have that transparency with your best friend, female best friend, if you've got one, and your partner, who is going to be your best friend, who's possibly going to be your wife as well. There's got to be a transparency, and that best friend has got to almost know their place. There's have to be like a major humbling.
Definitely.
Friend, to be honest, so it's a hard one to navigate through, but it's possible.
Yeah, I think that when you do get into a relationship, that having a female best friend or a female close friend, a dynamic, it has to change. I feel like there's no way that it can potentially stay the same, because let's say you have a female best friend who you might chat to, and let's say you talk to late at night, you're just friends, but then when it comes to a certain time and it's like, are you on the phone to my girl? Like, them kind of things.
All of that.
It's like
lock off.
It can't work in. So I feel like that. I think once you get into that relationship, then it's like that female best friend does kind of drop down, because now this is my woman. So this is the main thing. So my time is going to be spent with her. So I think that it does become different. But I think like, if you are friends, you'd understand. It's an understanding situation.
Yeah. It doesn't become a problem. Do you know what I mean?
It shouldn't.
No. She knows.
The same way, if your female best friend then entered into a relationship, I would understand that, that's your man. Like, you guys have your time. Like, I understand that I play my role now, innit?
And I feel like, again, like, with me and my best friend, like, because we've been best friends from like young, like, we've spoken about this. Do you know what I mean? And this is over 10 years now, so it's like we've always spoken about the time that like we're gonna be in relationships and we're gonna drift. So it's a conversation that we've already patterned, and I guess now it's in its motion. Yeah. She's cool. That
I think, as you said though, it's kind of that you gotta set. It's having the boundaries. As much as we say that for some of those relationships there is no boundary, there is. So it's kind of making them know their boundaries, but even for yourself, knowing your boundaries. So just like Jordan says, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, still talking on the phone to them while your partner's lying in bed asleep.
Can't run.
All them things.
1 o'clock,
bro. For me, even down 10, to
half 10, 11 o'clock. Any times?
Watershed.
Watershed. 9 o'clock. Everything's locked off.
If EastEnders are started, one foot on off.
Yeah. Even them things where he's sitting down watching a film together, cuddling up underneath the blanket and thing. I don't know, I think that's
phone pinging off. You get that one message, and your phone pings off, and it pings off again, and it's constant, and it's like, the phone ain't stopping, phone ain't stopping. Nah.
You feel that heat.
Serious.
Who's that?
Right, guys. Listen, we got time for one more for now. And we got loads of other topics to talk about, but we got time for one last one. Nice one for the men. How do you recover from a heartbreak as a man?
Never happened still.
That's how you know it's definitely happening.
So you know what, bro? Sorry. No gas. I don't think personally that I've really ever, until I met my wife, I never opened myself fully on an emotional basis, because my mind was never on settling down and really connecting. I was happy, living my best life. And even when I met my wife, it was more of an organic thing that created into, actually this is serious, and then it went from there. But obviously I'm not saying that obviously man ain't invincible. It's just, touch wood, personally I've not really had my heart shattered or anything like that. So, yeah, man, I'm lucky, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a man up thing, isn't it? I know. Listen. I know the cliche, and I know you're not meant. You know, you're supposed to be like in touch with your feelings, and you know you got to talk to people. But let's be seriously honest. As a man, no one's got time for heartbreak. Like you haven't got time for heartbreak. You haven't. No, you haven't. Let's be honest. Because even as a youth, you think like I'm gonna be. I remember my first heartbreak. I remember my first heartbreak. Bro, I was devastated, man. The girl wanted to move to my bedroom instead. I was hurt. And it was one of them like, yo, it happened. But yo, basketball practice is in half an hour. Let's go. There wasn't no time for me to call to chat to my brethren. It's obviously boarding school, and I had the time to knock on my brethren's door and say, yo, bro, I'm devastated because we had basketball practice. So man up, go and play ball. Do you know what I mean? You've got study to do, you've got things to do. Like it was always like you as a youth and as a man, like it's the same thing. Like unfortunately, you've got things to do. It's a man up situation. That's how I dealt with it, and that's how I think a lot of men do have to deal with it. You kind of just it's a man up situation.
So what you saying? So you're saying that man can't grieve a little bit?
Man can grieve.
You know, no tubs of ice cream, watching.
So I just firms it. Man is sitting there, yeah, with the tear rolling down my eye.
Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
I'm sitting there like this.
But Jonathan, though, do you feel like now, yeah, it would be a man up situation? Obviously, God forbid, yeah. But like, would it be a man up situation? Do you feel like now it would just?
So let's
now it's a man thing.
Fam, finish.
Bro, like the worst case scenario, Cherie said, you know what, I've had enough, I'm bouncing, and she just left. Yes, I would be heartbroken. But in the morning, there's two boys upstairs that are gonna have to sort out.
Nah, you're lying, blood.
Nah.
You're lying. Oh, he's cutting his hair. He's cutting his hair.
We're dropping the clippers, you know.
Are you hearing this, Cherie? Are you hearing this? I don't
He hates me.
That is hilarious. Man sitting there bawling.
What does it say in the Bible? Sackcloth.
Stop putting lipstick on. Putting lipstick on my face.
Sorry, come on, guys, man. Like, we're real, man. Like, obviously, like now, like if it's a thing like now, I'll be like, raw. I take a day off work, but you know what?
But that's the point. You'd be devastated, but you've still it's like you still have to man up. You still have to get on with stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's the hard thing about it. Like heartbreak is a mad one because, especially as a guy, like when do you grieve? When do you get upset?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I hear you still.
I don't know.
Think about like deaths. People die.
I feel like what Jalo said was key though. Like he said at the start, like before he met his wife, he never opened up to any other girl. So I feel like when we're dealing with like mandem, we're dealing with heartbreak. I feel like your heart will be broken, yeah, when you've opened up to a girl and she's now left you. So it's not a situation of like, oh, I like you and it didn't work out. I feel like everyone in the room, like everyone in this chat has had a girl that they've spoken to you and it hasn't worked out and they've gone their separate ways, but you didn't really chat about nothing. So it's like, it's cool. But I feel like for you to open up your complete self to a girl and then she decides to leave, I feel that's a different sort of pain.
Yeah, it's a different thing, man. But
yeah, I hear your point though, Jay. I hear your point because I guess in essence what you're saying is, yes, you might be heartbroken. Yes, you would love to sit there and just wallow in the heartbreak, but life is you got to get up and carry on.
That's it.
I hear that.
That's it. And I think that's an unfortunate thing, particularly for men, because I don't know what it is, but women can. So let's say, for an example, like you're at work, do you get me? And you see it all the time. A woman might be going through something difficult and she starts crying. Everybody rushes to her attention. She gets to go off work and but if a man's struggling and you see a man's difficult, no one's interested. No one's looking about you. No one cares. Get on with it, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's like, as a man, it's very difficult, very, very difficult. And this is like when you've experienced loss, and as a man, you feel like you got to take it upon yourself to be there for everybody else, and you don't grieve, you don't have your grieving time, and I think that's just a man thing, and I think it's difficult.
You know what? Nah. I think what you're saying is dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
I say that because this is why this is why men can't get over big hurdles in their life, because they've tried to be the man and man up, and then come a year down, the man are committing suicide. You're the ones there.
Well, yo, but this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying that's what it should be. I'm saying that is what it is, and unfortunately, that is what it is.
I feel like that because we allow it to be that way.
Say again?
I think we allow it to be that way because I hear what you're saying, but I think what Fuller said is key is that when it happens, and because of what we see, maybe we've seen our dads do it, seen our grandparents do that. As the man in the family, if something goes wrong, you are that person that holds their runner. You are not allowed to have that moment where you break down, but you actually can. You actually can stop and break down. You're allowed to have that, and I think that's what as men we maybe think that you can't have that particular moment, because if you have that breakdown, the woman can't handle it. Maybe your woman can handle it. Like, I think we have this thing where we can't break down, but I think we can have that moment, because like Fuller said, a year down the line, we're struggling with the same thing. Everybody else is healed, and then we're there just madding up.
The mental health within men is like, it's major. Like, I didn't realize how bad it was until I started doing the job that I'm doing, but like, a lot of the time, it comes up mental health, and automatically I assume it's a female. Even when I'm walking in the house and I'm expecting a female to be having, and it's a man, and I'm like, hold on a second. Men obviously suffer with this mental health thing a lot, and I think
we don't talk, innit?
Probably a lot more and a lot deeper because of these things where men actually can't express their feelings and their emotions, and it's a sad thing. It's a super sad thing.
I mean,
especially in the black communities, I see it majorly.
Like, do we all have a guy that you could break down to and would be there for you? Like, if you were to break down in front of one of the men, is that possible? Like,
you see, all of that, like, just like, man should be able to say, yeah, I got 3 man them you could go to, not a problem. But right back now, Jono's Jono, and I'll be like, I wouldn't go to his house like, look, hold me. You know the ones there. The ones there. Let's be real.
Hold me.
But I should be like, yo, Jonathan, blood, I'm actually depressed right now, bro. Like, I beg you, come chill with man for 3 hours. You know the ones.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's sad that man can't even do that. And I'm trying to say, let's go back to that horrible mentality of men just being able to manage. You know the ones.
Listen, we just got to break the mold. I guess, what we're kind of saying to everyone watching, all the men out there, is stop trying to be the man, so to speak. Just, talk. We got to talk more, like Jonathan was saying. Mental health is a massive thing with men because, we don't go to doctors. We don't go and talk to people. We don't speak to your wife. All these different things. You don't speak to another man. She can't show them that you're vulnerable and all that sort of thing. Mate, I bawl when I'm watching certain things. I don't mind crying. But as you say, in front of the rest of your friends, nah, you don't want to do that. So we need to break the mold and just let's be real men. Real men cry.
Yeah, true.
Right? Just saying.
True.
Guys, listen, we've come to the end. It's been fun. It's been blessed. But we got to say goodbye. We are over time. We hope everyone's enjoyed it. We hope that you guys tune into the women on Saturday. They will be answering the same questions. And we want to see, we'll be watching. I will be watching. Act like a woman, think like a man. We want to get ahead of their games. So watch this space on Saturday. I think it is 8:00. You should see the flyers on our social medias. But guys, it's been lovely having you with us. This is the last one for the guys. So the women will be finishing off season 2 of Can We Just Talk on Saturday night. And God willing, we'll be back with a season 3. And we may even be doing some more of these gentlemen edition and ladies edition, because guys, we have stuff to talk about. And I just want to hug all of you all. Is that okay?
You see, all of that, man, don't want to give man a hug. Right.
No one's holding it.
Nah, bro, I'm ready. Arms open wide.
That Man United stuff on though. Take them off first. No,
Jonathan's like, nah, not
Don't
talking.
take off. Yeah. Nah.
So I was fixing my clothes on it.
So guys, yeah, I'm gonna ask one of our new guys today. I'm gonna ask Brother Palmer to pray.
Okay.
To close off, and then guys will say goodbye.
Cool. Dear Father Lord, I want to thank you for allowing us to have this moment to come together as men and talk about our issues, talk about our feelings. I'm asking that as we leave this, that we'll think about what's been said, and as men, as we spoke about at the end, mental health, that we do vent and have this time to talk and express ourselves and not to hold things up. I ask that you be with all the men on this call and all the men who are watching and all the women as well, in your own precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Man.
So guys, if you guys just want to share your socials, if anyone wants to hit you guys up, start from you, Sam.
Yeah, I never had before still. Socials, okay.
Trust me.
Follow me on Insta 2_JXCKO, Twitter _JXCKO.
Jeez.
The thing is, yeah, man's had it ready, prepared.
I'm ready, you know.
Prepared.
Ready.
You are relax.
Man, reeled it off quick.
I'll wrap up mine still, guys. Sorry.
Jono, you next.
Yeah, man, ain't really on the socials too tough, but I will big up the sports brand that I run with my business partner. So that's IDCE_official, and you can find us on Instagram and the website as well. So give that a little cheeky
Are you wearing it today?
Nah, I'm not, you know, bro. I'm not.
He's repping the right team, man. ATL,
bro.
baby.
Love it.
ATL.
Branding the thing on the internet. Yeah.
Fuller, Leon,
What's that?
tell the people about you, man.
What, my socials?
Yeah, if you want.
I think it's I do, but seriously, like I think it's Fuller 273 on Insta.
That's awful.
Okay.
How
If
do
you
not
don't
know
see
your
that black
socials?
face on the picture, don't add them.
Yeah, I think it's that. Now, I just don't really pay attention like that. So sorry.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook,
So
Leon.
if you find them, you find them. If you don't, you don't. Jonathan.
Oh, just can we just talk to him, man? Just like adult, just adult, innit? See, you know what it is. You know what it is. I know mine, but I'm just gonna be like, oh, what's that? Jitsu? Like, what's? Can we just talk? Hold tight. We're doing it.
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube, and like and share the videos. That's what we need to jump on.
Brother Palmer, end it up, man.
Yo, the thing is, you said end it up, yeah? Some dead ending, because my thing's private, and I can't even lie. If you add me, if I don't know you, I'm gonna press delete. So I can't. I'm being honest.
Bougie dogs there, you know.
Now you know what it is. Because imagine I give it out, yeah, and then twos. I get. It's Mr_JP one still, but if you do what you gotta do.
Guys, we love it. Next time we're gonna share some of this knowledge with you about the deadly woman's used terms. So if you're watching this now, pause it, and you need to learn these terms.
Whatever.
Season 3, we're bringing them to you. We're gonna help some of the guys out there.
Fine.
Yeah, man, need it.
All right, everyone.
Fine.
Nice being with you. We hope you enjoyed the gentleman's edition. Good night. See you guys later.
Nice
Later.
one.
Good night.